as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Carolina Panthers. the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 red. 60 red. Set, cut.
A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit. And now they're out executing.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 43. Set.
To throw, Young. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. Looking to put a drive together. Richardson. This is caught by Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
36-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Here we go.
Richardson looking to throw. Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That one goes for 30 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's 2nd and 7.
19 tight. 19-2.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7. Panthers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Set, hut. 50, great, 52 blaster. Slide blue. Blue striker. Set.
Now here's Young. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Panthers had a woeful 3-12 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Lions, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you get a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now Richardson. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
At the 43-yard line.
Ready, break. Tackle 80. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Richardson to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Here we go.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But you look at this defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, come on.
Richardson looking to throw this. Throw over the middle and finds Williams.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Let's go now.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will handle first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Now Montgomery running right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. Bates' kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Okay, break.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? You're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Black 40. Hut.
Looking to throw, Young. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ready.
Now it's Richardson. Open man right side to St. Brown. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Detroit.
Ready.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And Richardson back to throw it. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team. And think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Start.
Looking to throw. Richardson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in the red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in the yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second and 1 now from the 21.
Come on, set.
Now Sanders. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Set, hut. Hut.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
60 red. Set.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 Blue. Ready.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
It's complete to Williams. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on second down, Richardson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And Richardson yet again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set.
Again, it's Richardson. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football, or you're going to cost your team chances.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Throw left side, complete. That's Hubbard. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Set.
Young to throw it. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Red, yellow. Let's go. Black 40. Hut.
Young. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll look to set up his blockers. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Richardson. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Richardson now from the gun on 3rd down. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. In motion left comes Williams. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes our score 17-0.
Panthers nothing.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Okay,
The
ready?
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Down.
Young to throw it. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On the
So
double.
the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Let's go. Yellow. Fourth. Ready?
Here is Young. Checks this down to Hubbard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ready?
Now Young. Touchdown! Tommy Trimble from 8 yards out. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Lions offense ready to kick off the next drive.
Check that.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Ready? Cowboy 80. 18, 5 in.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Now he's going to step up and run. The ball comes out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Here we go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught by Laporta. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. From the shotgun, Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Red, 38. Striker, 3-3.
Young now. That one complete to Leggett. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
45, White. Chop, 17.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense.
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Richardson. Looking deep here for Dobbs. It's caught inside the 25. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play there for Detroit. 54 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
They'll run with Montgomery. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Panthers 50, Panthers 50. Bring it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Lions 24, Panthers 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of this.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
10 seconds, blue, 32. Hut.
Young. That incomplete to Legal. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we hut.
Throwing. Young. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Hut.
On play action, Young. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Brooks. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Come on, set. Yellow, 43. Red, yellow. Set.
It'll be Young again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Ready, right.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Set, ready.
Now here's Young. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Upon a 46, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready. Ready.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And this offense on 3rd down today, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Okay,
So a big
right.
play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
The Panthers will line up
Following the interception, Young. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Ready?
Now Young. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Let's go.
Here's Richardson to throw. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Richardson working from the gun. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Tershawn Wharton coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Richardson looking to throw. This to Laporta, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
First down.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Okay, so they'll march backwards on the penalty there.
I don't know about you, partner. I thought that was maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack type of a call. Was that a clear block in the back when he got his man off balance? I thought that was a tough one.
Ready up. Ready. Ready.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Marching 18.
Here's a tap forward by Richardson. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Lions extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Richardson will throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Set.
Young to throw. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Young. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Brian Burns in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Come on, set, ready.
Now a toss. Hubbard going left. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Set, 6, mega, 10 black.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Panthers 18.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jack Campbell with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Lions, they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.